I pay for service here, and I just want help. They deprive me. I get abused and violated. I just want to know how to put this back in there. And when I come here, they deprive me of any assistance. I get violated at all stores. They will not help me, give me any technical support, assist me in any manner to keep my devices running properly, period. I don't know how to put that in.
Hold on 1 second. I wouldn't even help her. Let them.
Thank you. So, what's your name?
Huh?
What's your name?
Right here.
Womack, and your badge number?
784.
And your name?
Officer Richardson, 771.
Okay.
Here's your stuff.
Are you covering up for the hack phone network, mister?
Huh?
That's what I'm here reporting, and they keep threatening the police.
I haven't heard anybody threaten you, please.
You're here.
Yes, because they want you off the property.
Oh, well, they are intervening in me reporting the hack phone network, which is a crime.
What?
They are denying me of technical support as they've done years. My phone shut off.
They said they couldn't help you.
They said they can't help you and you're going to have to call customer service, okay?
What's your badge number?
771.
Okay. So I don't want to call customer service. Why would they deprive me of my rights that other citizens have?
If you come back, you'll be criminally trespassed, okay?
I don't understand why I'm deprived of my right to be a normal citizen. Why do law enforcement
This business
enforce
wants you
it?
gone.
This business wants you gone.
Hacking a phone network is a crime, and if for you to
So
entice
you'll
businesses
have
to commit
to-
felonies with you is criminal.
Okay, so you're going to have to exit
We're
the store.
deflecting that I'm reporting a felony crime of hacking a phone network.
So walk this way.
So are you intimidating me for reporting crimes?
No, ma'am, I'm asking you to
Well,
leave
why are
the
you all
store.
up on me? I'm reporting a crime. These people committed a crime, hacking my phone network.
Go ahead. Keep going, please.
Is the government hacking my phone? I got defrauded out of money. Are you behind it?
I don't know anything about phones.
Well, that's what I'm reporting.
Okay, but you can't go back in this store, okay?
They've said that for years. So is the government deliberately hacking my phone, committing
I
that
don't
crime?
know. Hold on 1 second. Let's hold on.
Yeah, because I'm reporting the crime to you guys.
You haven't came in there and reported anything.
Yeah. Well, I'm reporting it now, and you're covering for it. I would like to have a right to go to stores and not have police terrorize me for reporting a crime on the network. I can't use my hotspot, and they keep calling the police to enforce criminal activity.
Managers wanted you gone.
I'm reporting a crime right now. You're covering for it, which is a felony. Tampering with evidence is a felony.
It's not tampering with evidence.
It is, because I'm reporting that my network is hacked, and I've been reporting it years, and you're denying me of investigation. And if I've already been defrauded out of money, well, I'm reporting it now. What police are you?
Tell me.
Belmead? Yeah, so all police departments are involved in this conspiracy. I'm all the way in Belmead, and the crimes are still committed.
Hey, ma'am, I'll be a witness for you. If you need a witness, you take my name and number because they're wrong.
Okay.
Only thing she was trying to do is get served.
Right.
At most of these places, someone make a bad attitude, man.
All right.
No, there's a crime being committed with
They
mine.
just wanted her gone. That's what we're.
I'm not being heard. They're committing a crime, depriving me of technical support. Everyone else can.
For disorderly conduct, she's going to be criminally trespassed, so can you get her information?
You have your ID with you?
So for me reporting phone issues, you're criminally trespassing me?
Yes. You have an ID on with you.
Okay. But isn't that a crime?
Well, if you need a witness, just take my name.
They've been committing crimes a long time. They're enforcing that. They're the ones hacking my phone network.
When you go to court, I'll be a witness.
Oh, you won't let me report my hack phone that they gave me a criminal trespass for trying to report a crime going on with my phone?
No, you can, but this is a civil matter. You'll have to go to technical court. I don't know the whole story.
You're not taking the report. You're only taking their side when they were committing a crime.
Did you want my name and number, man?
You can give it to the police. They're covering for it. They're the ones behind it. That's what I'm trying to obtain evidence so they can go to jail.
You have to get it, ma'am. You're the one going to court. You have to get mine if you want me to be a witness.
Okay.
32 Texas 27.
So you're refusing.
What's your name?
It's Kiana Clark.
Kiana
Yeah, can I
Clark.
talk to them? Thank
Kiana
you.
Clark.
Thank you. I appreciate your help. So let me make sure I understand. So you're refusing to take my side. You're refusing. It is.
This is a civil matter between your network.
You're giving me a criminal trespass for trying to report as you've done years.
Because the manager wants you gone.
But I'm trying to report the crime that the manager committed.
Okay, listen.
Sir, defrauding me out of money,
disturbance.
lying on me and slandering me to tamper with evidence of the felony crime.
Disturbance.
You're
being criminally trespassed
redirecting.
from this location. If you
Okay.
come back, you'll be arrested.
Okay, sure. You've already done it and got away with it. But what I'm trying to report is they said that I used up data that's defrauding me out of services. I didn't use the data.
I'm trying to explain that to you. Are you going to let me explain?
No, you're not letting me explain.
Okay, go
I'm
ahead.
trying to expose criminal activity. He said that I used the hotspot. They saw I was locked out. There's no way I could have used it. If I'm locked out, they witnessed it. So they openly committed a crime, and you're giving me a criminal trespass to enforce it, as you've done years.
Okay, listen. You are going to have to take them to civil court.
That's a
Civil
crime.
court.
No, that's a crime to deprive me out of funds and not give me the service. You're committing a crime right now. This is criminal.
Right.
You are hacking my phone network out of criminal activity, and you're
even know
enforcing
how to
these
hack.
people to be accomplices to your crimes, and then you're enforcing that I stay on this counterfeit network by coming to interrupt their crimes. You're
go to
enlisted
AT&T
citizens.
or Verizon.
You do commit the crime at all providers. That's why I'm trying to get you your charge.
My charge, okay.
So they're not playing games with this hack phone network. There's a lot of felonies they're wrecking up here. Kiana Clark piece on YouTube. You can see the government's crimes. So they're not playing games at all with this felony crime. There's a lot of felonies at stake here. And they
What
just
makes it a
abuse it.
felony?
Hacking a phone network is a crime. Tampering with evidence is a crime. And that's what you're doing to enforce that I speak with scammers that have already defrauded me out of funds.
Richardson, is hacking a phone network tampering with evidence?
If you have evidence of it and you tamper with evidence, that's a felony.
I didn't think so either.
So what is the charge for hacking a phone network if the government decides to do it?
Tampering with evidence, ma'am, means there has to be evidential value.
It is, and you're tampering with evidence by giving me a criminal trespass to interrupt it. That is a felony crime.
Oh, there's plenty of other Metro PCSs.
But you just go to all the stores and do it. I've been at multiple different providers, and you just keep showing up committing crimes there too. That's why I'm trying to get you their charges. Well, all officers come and interrupt evidence and commit the crimes. That's what I'm trying to
All the
interrupt.
officers are going to go to jail. Huh?
So this is what they do. They're not playing games with these, having me speak with these scammers. And this intimidation and crimes. Refusing to take my side, but only want to give me a criminal
I'm not
trespass.
taking anybody's side.
I'm telling you a crime is
Doing
being
my
committed
job.
here.
There's no crime being committed.
It is. My home phone network is hacked, and there's evidence of it. I have a YouTube channel. It's KEYANA, Clark, CLARK, piece on YouTube.
Okay, so you're gonna be criminally trespassed from this unit 115, okay? What that means is within a year you can't come on this property or you'll be arrested for criminal trespass, okay? Can you sign right here for me?
I want to copy it.
No,
I want to
I'm
copy
gonna
it.
give you a
Tamper with
copy.
evidence is a felony.
Give
I
me
want
a
to
sec-
copy it.
I have to have her sign it first, and then I'm gonna give you a copy.
Yeah, you have to contact them.
They've been getting away with this chaos for years. These are felonies. How long? How much longer? I don't have the right to go into my cell phone provider and actually get service. They are enforcing that my phone stays controlled. He wouldn't even help me put the SD card in there until there was a witness that came in. They will not help me with any phone issues, period, and the police come to interrupt. So I pay these services that I can't get because of the government.
And they'll come out there and help clean everything else.
All right, ma'am, here's your copy.
I hope you get your felonies. You guys have gotten away with this stuff for a long time. You need your felony.
Okay, you have to be on property now.
This car is waiting on me to get in the road, right in front of the police and back parking again. Then they were waiting, and then when I started to record, then they're going the other way, right in front of the police.
If you don't leave right now, you're going to get...
I don't want to be safe. You just went. I get gang stalked. So you're threatening me because I get gang stalked and this car was coming out at me in front of you, and you want to violate me by trying to be safe?
You have to be up the property.
Right, but a car was coming out at me, and then you're tampering with evidence. It was right there in front of you.
No car was trying to get...
That white car right there, I get gang stalked, and you threatening my arrest for exposing it is a crime.
You have to leave. You'll be arrested.
Well, you need your arrest.
Trespass, you'll be arrested.
You need your charge.
Let's start-
Let me get your license plate number, because this is a crime. Why should you witnessing me getting violated like this affect you? Well, I tried to expose their crimes before COVID. I tried to expose it before COVID. You can hear the call phone ring and scam calls going into the FBI. Mama going mighty slow. It's supposed to be the FBI. Yes, I would like to get an update on some letters I wrote. I'm trying to get law enforcement.
Okay. And you wrote up to the FBI?
Yes, and I'd like to get an update and speak with someone in person. I'm afraid for my life.
Okay, what is your name?
It's Kiana Clark.
DA Kiana Clark.
Kiana with the K, K-E-Y. Yes, I'm terrified for my life.
Okay.
And I want to report some crimes.
Hold on, please.
Okay, thank you. I'm at the Waco FBI. Yes, ma'am.
I checked our log for complaint letters for the last 2 years, and we have nothing coming in from Kiana Clark.
Okay, oh, I did report some crimes a while back. I'm afraid for my life.
I can't see your face. You've got something in the way. Okay, there you go.
Yes, I'm afraid for my life.
And how is that?
Because I'm targeted by the government and I can't get law enforcement out of a public corruption scheme that I've already reported to you guys and you can't find.
You're afraid of the law enforcement?
Yes, I'm targeted by law enforcement. I have a YouTube channel with evidence and I can't get in witness protection. Dallas is on lockdown.
Okay, YouTube channel. So you recorded our phone conversation, correct?
I don't know what you're talking about. We had a phone conversation?
Yes, it was with myself and an agent, I believe.
Oh, okay. So you are aware of the crimes. Have you done anything? What's your name? Hello? Hello? It's sick. It's sick. Years of this. Years at every location. Are you depriving me of law enforcement at all avenues? Is the United States depriving me of law enforcement in general? Leaving me in jeopardy?
How do you fear for your life?
Because my son was hit with a car, someone else was hit with a car and got killed 2 times prior. Someone recently hit my car. I can't get law enforcement. I get gang stalked. You are aware of my YouTube channel and you won't do anything. I'm begging for my life here and then you ignored me and disregarded the conversation.
And do you have the police reports on those accidents?
The police reports?
Yes, ma'am.
I do. I have a police report number.
No, do you have the police reports?
I do.
Okay, so you can have them printed and leave to us, or you can send them.
Are you depriving me of the help while I'm here?
Ma'am.
I would like to speak with an investigator. I fear my safety, and nothing has been done in
You are
years.
recording this conversation, correct?
I want to get in witness protection. I don't know why the United States would deprive me of my right to be safe. I thought that was a crime.
Ma'am,
If I'm here begging for my life, why would you disregard it and deprive me of the right to speak with an investigator and put in witness protection for years?
Okay. Did you hear me on the witness protection?
Yes, what about the witness protection?
You cannot go into witness protection unless we have a case open on you.
You won't do law enforcement. For me to get a case, that's a crime to deprive me of law enforcement. I can't get a case because I can't get anyone to abide by the law everywhere I go, all the way in Waco. So if you guys want to abide by the law and open up case and investigate anything and deprive me of reporting it, lying and being dishonest, I'm denied law enforcement and I don't know why you won't let me report that and you can't find the other reports.
Are you going to let me speak?
Ma'am, I'm just afraid for my life. You can't help me?
And you've been to the local law enforcement?
I'm deprived of law enforcement and all avenues of law enforcement I'm deprived of. I don't know why the United States would do that and gaslight and mistreat me. Why would you not let me beg for my life here at the FBI, Waco FBI?
We are the Waco FBI. And
I would like to get placed in witness protection and because I'm...
even letting me finish a sentence.
Are you depriving me of the right to be safe, ma'am, and report crimes?
Are you listening to me?
What's your name?
You are not letting me finish, okay?
Oh, okay, what's your name?
Let me finish. There is no federal investigation open on you, so we cannot...
May I have your name?
No, ma'am, you may not.
Okay, so I'm at the FBI. You don't want me to have my name like the school. You have your name. And you're depriving me of the right to report crimes? Isn't that a felony crime? To interrupt me reporting crimes here? I came all the way here. I don't know all the way in Waco. This is a crime for you to deprive me of making reports. This is criminal, ma'am, at the Waco FBI. To deprive me of my right to make reports is a crime happening right now here. If I want to do a report and report corruption and you deprive me of that right, is a felony crime that's tampered with evidence. If at this FBI you won't let me report how I'm denied law enforcement and I'm tortured, a lot of crimes in this jurisdiction that just happened today, you're committing a felony. Is that why you don't want me to have your name?
Yeah, I don't need to give you my name.
Well, you are committing a crime, ma'am. I need to speak with your supervisor because depriving me of the right to report crimes and law enforcement is a crime.
It's not a federal crime.
It is. Depriving the citizens of law enforcement, the FBI investigates that and you're refusing to do it.
Depriving you of law enforcement.
You are. I'm trying to report crimes that have happened and you're depriving me of the right to report it. That is a crime.
There you go again. You are not.
You're gaslighting me, ma'am, because you're committing a crime and been violating my right to report criminal activity, as multiple locations have done for years. I'm here at this location trying to report crimes and you're depriving me of that right. And you have foreknowledge of a YouTube channel but covered for the extreme events on it, which involves embezzlement from multiple different government agencies and locations, and you choose to cover up for it. That's a felony. Is that why you don't want me to have your name? I state again, I did tell you my life is in jeopardy. I can't get in witness protection. Why would the United States deprive me of my right to be safe and protected for years at every avenue of law enforcement? This is criminal what you're doing, ma'am. So you're not going to let me report crimes here at this Waco FBI location? And I told you my life's in jeopardy? The psychological abuse. Now you get to see what I've been experiencing years.
Ma'am, if you would like to file a complaint, there is an FBI.
I just don't understand why the government would deprive me of law enforcement if I'm here trying to report crimes. Why are you depriving me of the right? And why are you tampering with evidence of felony crime and not letting me report criminal activity here at this law enforcement agency? And not giving me follow-up information to my reports that I already, she knew about the YouTube channel prior to my entrance here.
Phone number.
I'm not trying to call because here's the thing, ma'am, the government's hacking my phone. That's another crime. I'm not being heard, ma'am.
If you wish to file a complaint,
I'm not being heard, ma'am. What's your name?
Again, that is 855.
What's your name, ma'am?
324-7257.
My phone network's hacked.
That you can file a report online.
I can't, ma'am. I'm not being heard, ma'am.
Then
I'm not being heard. Yeah, you don't want me to have your name?
We have not been heard, so you can file that your.
My phone's hacked, ma'am. I just left 2 Metro PCS stores that cover for it. I don't have the right to phone service.
We're going to call Waco Police Department.
Call them.
Have them come here.
Call them. Call them.
Because we have asked you to let
Go
us
ahead and
see.
call them. Let these criminal trespasses rack up so we can show your criminal activity. You have no right to deprive me of the right to report crimes and threaten the police on every avenue I take to protect myself. Call them. We didn't address the felony crime that you're committing by tampering with evidence and not letting me do reports. We didn't address that I can't use my phone. I've been to multiple different Metro PCS stores. The government's hacking it out of corruption, which is a threat to other citizens that you put at risk by corrupt government officials that happen to have access to scammers hacking phones. And going to the Waco FBI, the same criminal activity at every location of law enforcement. You are forgetting that this right here that you're doing is criminal. And threatening the police to enforce your crime is evidence of that. You're depriving me of the right to report crimes, and calling out the police to enforce that crime is not excusable. This is the FBI, and by you depriving me of reporting crimes, it's a crime. You have to see it to believe it. All avenues, all of them of law enforcement, I'm deprived of. So the government is enlisted in abuse. That's what they're doing. They're breaking the law. This is illegal, targeting me for profit, and then won't take, that's RICO charges. Ma'am, these are RICO charges that the government is involved in. Ma'am, these are RICO charges that the government's stacking up and depriving me of the right to report the government terrorizing me and depriving me of law enforcement, or like that. Isn't that RICO crimes? So terrorizing someone and then depriving them of law enforcement to protect themselves from the government, that's a threat to national security, ma'am. This is the FBI and I can't report it here, and you're covering for it at the FBI and won't give me your names and threatening the police to enforce a threat to national security. Your behavior. No names at multiple different locations, schools shut down, enforcing me to speak with scammers that have defrauded me out of funds. This is a threat to national security when you cannot find anyone with integrity at any government agency. Period. Period. I've tried years. It cannot be done. Not even at church. So, ma'am, I drove all the way here, and you're depriving me of a report, the ability to report government corruption, as you've done years. I've already written you when I was in jail on false charges, and I showed a conspiracy. After that letter, everyone disappeared, but you didn't respond. James Hastings and all these conspirators in my abuse, the false arrest. I wrote you and informed you of that. Then, like I said, James Hastings disappeared, as well as the teachers. But you have evidence of that right now. You should. Because I wrote you and told you about the conspirators. Itasca Police Department can't find it. These are felonies. You have evidence of the felony. I wrote you and informed you of that. Why would the government violate me to this degree and even sick or get away with it for years? Ma'am, I was deprived of my right to go to court in your jurisdiction. I told you that. I was deprived of my constitutional right to go to court. Why would you deprive me of the right to report that? I have a constitutional right to appear at my court date. And you will not let me report that to you, that was stolen from me. This is a felony. No, it's not. Let's keep this in context. This is a felony. This is clear cut, Tim. Don't sugarcoat it. They are committing a felony crime. The gatekeepers are enticed to be conspirators in the criminal activity, deprive me and protect and guard me from getting anywhere to anyone with integrity. Hearing these massive amount of crimes, child abuse, all these things that I reported that consistently keep coming up missing, this is a crime right here you're witnessing. Don't sugarcoat it. This is a felony charge. Well, it's not a surprise. I can't get law enforcement. All the police do is commit crimes openly on the whole YouTube channel. With no integrity, nowhere to be found in the United States, at church, nowhere to be found, period, at all. Everywhere I step, there is no integrity, nowhere to be found, leaving me as well as my children in a substantial amount of abuse and corruption. To the degree of enticing jobs, even restaurants, to deprive me of food and water. It's sick. And have people bully me just for trying to get services that I'm paying for. I thought that was fraud. Charging me for services they're not willing to fully give me, I thought that was a crime. Hello, you're police?
Yes.
Okay, a crime's being committed in this building. I'm targeted by the government. I have a YouTube channel, Keyana Clark Peace,
Okay.
on YouTube. And the FBI is depriving me of law enforcement as well as a multitude of other avenues of law enforcement.
Okay.
So I'm targeted. My son was hit with a car. There was a murder in East Texas, 2 hit and runs in one night.
Okay.
And someone recently hit my car, and I have a lot of evidence on my YouTube channel.
Where was this all at?
It said, it happened here today.
Was it in Waco or was it somewhere else?
Well, 2 different times my phone is hacked, and I've been defrauded out of funds, and I have evidence on my YouTube channel.
Okay.
And my cell phone providers just got caught 2 different locations for covering up for that crime that I've experienced years.
Okay.
But I'm trying to report it to the FBI, and they're committing a crime too. Right now, depriving me of the right to report it.
Okay. What can I help you with?
I just want to be able to report the crime, and the FBI deprived me of law enforcement, which is a felony charge if they won't let me report crimes. That's tamper with evidence.
I can't answer for the FBI.
Well, can you call? Because why would the United States deprive me of law enforcement?
Would you like somebody to come out and talk to you?
Yes, because that's a crime to deprive me of law enforcement.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, not a problem.
Or do I need to wait? Is it okay if I wait there? Are they going to bully me? Because I get violated reporting crimes, which is also a crime.
Where at? Where are you trying to wait?
Right there. I just don't want to get bullied for reporting crimes.
If you want to wait over there, I'll have an officer come out and meet you.
Okay, thank you. I won't get bullied because that is criminal to bully a government witness that the government is targeting for trying to report crimes.
I can't answer for the officer about all these calls.
Well, if you see a crime being committed, you can do something to report criminal activity, right?
Yeah, that's why I'm calling an officer to come out and talk to you.
Okay, let's see how this goes. Because that is a crime to deprive me of the right to report, the FBI being targeted. The only reason why I can't speak with the FBI because they're just going to give me a criminal trespass. I wanted to get down to the bottom of why the FBI provided me.
Like I said, I can't answer for the FBI. All I can do is.
That's what I wanted to speak with. Get to the bottom of why they deprived me of reporting corruption, which is a requirement that they tamper with evidence.
If you want to talk to the FBI and you've already talked with them, I can't answer for them.
Well, that's what I want, clarity on why they. How are people going to get their felonies? Because depriving me of the right to report crimes is a crime.
Okay. Well, that's where if you want to talk to an officer, I can get you an officer, but I don't control the FBI or what they do.
Okay, how are they just committed a crime?
I can't answer for them.
Okay, so let me make sure I understand. So now you can't report crimes?
Is that what you're trying to do?
Yeah, because they committed a crime by depriving me of the right to report
I'm
it.
giving you a resource to report it, but you're